Me, I struggled with time management throughout my whole life until I got to college and being a student
Yeah,
athlete, where I learned time management. And I mean, I feel
it's
like
crucial.
it's crucial. And
Welcome back to another episode of the You Know the Vibras podcast. Do you know the Vibras?
because
Because
we
we
know
know
the
the
Vibras.
Vibras. This is your host, Michael Carrasco, and as always, I'm with my boy.
Wanda Don.
And today's episode, we're going to be talking about things that you can do to make yourself a better person and enhance yourself. But before that, let's get it started with the quote of the day. Juan got us today. What you got for us?
Yeah, so today's quote of the day is never let your emotions overpower your intelligence. And that's from Champagne Poppy himself, Mr. Drake, Mr. OVO, the best
Brucey
artist
Drake.
of all time, the GOAT.
Yeah.
So basically just saying don't let your, I don't know if you'd say your personal life, but don't let your thoughts and what you're going through in life overpower your intelligence and what you're capable of. So,
Yeah. Strong quote. Strong
yes,
quote pretty much saying, don't let emotions, disturb
or
your
control you.
control. Yes. Amen. Amen to
Yep.
that. So, like we said, today's conversation is going to be about how you can enhance yourself, how you can better yourself, and be an overall better person.
Right.
And me personally, I believe in able to do that, you got to start small. Start doing little things that make you feel better. For example, one thing that I like to do is, or at least getting the habit of doing is writing 3 things that will impact me in a big way if I accomplish them throughout the day.
Right.
You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
I think that's an important thing to do. I feel like you should, if you, obviously in the road to greatness or in the road of bettering yourself, I feel like you have to kind of resemble or have an idea where you want to be and how that person is going to look, or how how you're going to look in that time. Like, work towards something. So obviously you're going to need to have some goals and, some some steps to get to
Some
where you want to
steps,
be.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So like you said, writing 3 things, that you need to accomplish in that day.
Pretty much having a roadmap of, okay, I want to get there, but in order to get there, I
Got to go through these things.
got to go through this thing. Exactly. It's kind of like going on a trip.
Right.
Before you go on a trip, what do? You look up the address.
Yep.
You write a plan. Okay, we're leaving at this time. That way we can get at this time. I know I'm going to need gas after X amount of miles. So we got to stop here. Then if it's a longer trip, we might have to make multiple stops
Right.
and stuff like that. So that's how you got to look at lives and your goals,
Right.
honestly, and able to accomplish them. And, because those little things that we accomplish one thing at a time, we see that, at least for
The
me,
result.
I see that as a way of motivating myself to keep going forward.
Right. Even like on days that you don't feel, motivated to get out of bed, those things push you because you have to get to somewhere,
Exactly.
to be a better version of yourself. But I feel like one of the most underrated things on being a better version of yourself has to be having great health. You know what I'm
That
saying?
is
So,
very true. Yeah.
because for instance, I know a lot of people struggle with like having a motivation to go to the gym, or motivation to go out for a walk or something. But
Way healthier in general.
right, and like it's people see other people in great shape and they're like, I want to get to that, but they don't have the motivation to do it. So ways to have motivation is knowing that the end result is going to be worth it. You know what I mean? So you have to be able to have some kind of push that's going to get you there. For instance, you could be able
Mm-hmm.
to, like you say, write something that you want
Right.
to do,
Yeah.
or
That could be one of your goals for that day. Hey,
right.
go to the gym. There you go.
Right. And also like knowing that, like for instance, when you go to the gym, you don't have to be over like lifter, or have to run 3 hours. Knowing that
Yeah.
you're gonna work your way up to it, and that's how you're gonna see, like you're gonna
It's
feel good
little
about yourself.
steps.
For
Yeah.
instance, say today you ran 10 minutes, tomorrow you run 11. Knowing that you're improving is like
Exactly.
it's showing you that you're gonna accomplish to be that better
Exactly.
person of
Yes.
yourself. So
Yeah, yeah. Another thing pointing out to, like, health wise is just being, not just being, like in shape, and just being healthy mentally as well.
yes, important, Very
That's
important.
very important. You know, with social media, you know, mental health has become a big issue.
Burden.
So, you know, just learning how to cope with those things. If you need help, reach out for help. At the end of the
Don't be
day,
afraid to
don't
reach
be
out.
afraid to reach out
That's
for help.
important.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the people around you, if they're really like, you know, authentic people that want to be by your side, or friends, family, if you reach out for help, they'll be there for you 99% of the time.
Right.
So don't be afraid to reach out for help. You know, mental health, like I said, it has been a big issue over the last, you know, decade or so.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you not feeling well mentally, you know, reach out for help. Try to do something that will distract you from those issues. Or even, like I said, working out will actually help you mentally, as well as physically.
Yeah, so something to piggyback off what you said, I feel like people are afraid to ask for help is because like they don't want people to know they're not doing good. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I
Like,
think
or
it's a
not.
pride thing.
It's a pride
It's
thing for
definitely a
sure.
pride thing.
But there's something I seen in an article which was saying like to to be a better person, you gotta like you don't have to know everything. You know what I'm saying? So being able to have resources and have people to tell you things is not a bad thing. You know what I'm
It is
saying?
not at all.
It's gonna help nourish you mentally, and it would help you be a better person because you're gonna actually know what you're talking about and know what you're doing. So never be afraid to ask for help. That may be the key for you to be a better person. So
Yeah,
sometimes you're gonna have to swallow the pill and just accept. Sometimes you're not always gonna be right, but
that
just
is
know
true.
that
Very true.
there's a good outcome for it, like getting good feedback from other people. So
Yeah, now since we're in the topic, you know, have you ever been in you know, have you had a moment when you're feeling down or you just
yeah,
don't know how to control
I
yourself?
think
How do you handle with that?
so. I think I have had moments like that. For instance, mine's has to be when I was playing football in college. Like I needed someone to humble me up because I used to be very like big headed and thinking I was the best ever. So having,
Mm-hmm.
players better than me and also, faster and stronger
Right,
humbled me up
right,
and knew and made me lock in and know that I have to work and put in, work and get advice from older people to get
right,
to where I
right.
want to be. So that's an example that I had to, go through to become a better version of myself. I just had to swallow the pill and know that there is room for improvement. That's something that's important. There is a
That
room
is,
for
there's
improvement for
always room for
everybody.
it. Always.
Successful people, not successful
Successful
people, is
people.
always room for improvement. That's a very important key.
Yeah, and that will lead to the next thing that I have on written down is learn a thing a day.
Yes.
That's like that will help you improve drastically.
Yep.
Honestly, as a person, this the way I look at it. This what I like. I said on the last episode.
Yep.
I have a rule for myself where I want to learn a thing a day. If I didn't learn something today, it doesn't feel like a good day to me. And I think I gotten so used to that, and it doesn't just add to satisfaction of knowing something new. It just adds to the fact that if I encounter a situation where I can use that knowledge, I already know that I have it. I don't have to go, research it. Okay. So learning a thing a day, I feel everybody should be doing that. Try to learn just one simple thing. Maybe if it's a simple task. Like,
Right.
I do video work. So what I do is hop on YouTube one day. I mean, every single day actually I'm on YouTube at least a couple hours a day. What I try to do is look up something, a skill, let's say a specific shot that I don't know how to do, and I try to learn it and mimic that because I know now I have that in my arsenal. That's in my little, what do you call it, weapons room
Yeah.
that I can use for later. So you use that little tip right there. Just learn a thing a day. I guarantee you will thank me later.
Nah, facts. Yeah, I feel like that's something. I feel like everybody has something that they want to accomplish in the day. They just don't write it down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like everyone has, like for instance, I gotta go grocery shopping. They know they gotta go do that. So after they do that, they've accomplished something and they better themselves. But it's underrated. People don't know it.
Yeah, exactly. And thinking about, people not writing it down, I feel a lot of people get distracted by all this stuff
The
that's going
outside
on
stuff.
and forget to do those things
Yeah.
because they don't have it, in paper and ink.
Right.
Whereas you have, okay, you have your little list, or it doesn't even have to be like on a piece of paper. you can put it on like your tasks for the day on your
Yep.
phone,
I
and
agree.
you check those, check check them out.
Right.
Don't get. I feel, me. I can get distracted super easy, but I try, if I know I have to do something, or if I know I want to do something that day specifically, I'll go above and beyond. That way I can accomplish that task.
Right. And in the process of accomplishing tasks, I feel like a very underrated key to being a better version of yourself has to be time management. And people,
Ooh,
they don't know how to
yeah.
manage time. So like for
Yeah.
instance, me, I struggled with time management throughout my whole like life until I got to college and being a student
Yeah.
athlete where I learned time management. And I mean, I feel
It's
like
crucial.
it's crucial. And once you do have time management, things flow better for you, and you feel like you have more time on your hands, which is crazy. It's like
Yeah.
reverse psychology. You know what I mean? Even though you
Yeah.
don't have much time, having the time management makes you feel like you do have
It
more
feels
time.
the day feel
Condensed, I
longer.
feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like for instance, like when I was at football, like I'd have like the day from like 5 to like what, I don't know. I had football like say 6 in the morning to like 7 or 8, and then at 9 I had class from 9 to like 1, and then from like 3 to like 8 had football like practice and meetings, and then I had that little bit of time at the end of the day where I had to lock in and do homework,
Right.
and or study, like so having time management helped me, because if not I probably would have been done earlier than what I lasted. So
Right. Right.
but it's not just sports, in general life, like with your jobs, or, just like map out your day. That way you have more of an idea how everything's gonna flow, and how you can accomplish things with ease. So
That is right. Mapping out your day is super important. I had to learn that, not necessarily. Well, yeah, the hard way. Me. I've been running my own little businesses here and there since age of 18, 19, around there. One way that I was able to actually, get things done is, like you said, learning that time management aspect, which is something I feel when I was younger, I wasn't really taught, because I was always running on my parents' time. You know what I'm
relying
saying?
on them.
Relying on parents' time. So pretty much it was, okay, I know I have to wake up at 6 every morning. That way I can get ready for school.
Yeah.
But after that, it was like, okay, when get off at 3, parents won't be picking me up until like 3:15. So after that, I guess I just let go with the flow.
Mhm.
Now, after getting in college, now I had to what I did was I blocked sections.
Mhm.
So let's say I had class from 8 p.m., 8, 9 p.m., 8 a.m. to like noon, 1 p.m. on some days, other days, maybe 3 p.m. latest. And then I had those in between times that I would use to do my homework. And then after the fact, I was like, I will block time. Okay, I need to work in with this business for X amount of time. Then this business. Then if I need to do homework, I'll use this time. Now, social life, I got this time.
Yeah.
And that's, just mapping it out just helped me so much going through college, especially being an entrepreneur. And now it's something that I use
Apply.
now. I apply, because I'm not just running businesses now. I'm also doing the podcast. I'm also working full-time job.
Yeah.
So that has saved me a lot of headaches.
Yeah, and I mean, you don't like we don't want to make you think that you need college or things like that to
Not at all.
have time management. I mean, being in the real world kind of already puts you into the
Puts you-
situation
yeah.
to have to learn
Yeah.
immediately how to manage your time,
Yeah,
because
straight facts.
life is gonna come, kids, work and everything. So it's like you have to be able to map out your days no matter what your profession is. But I feel like another very underrated but also repetitive thing that people say a lot of,
Let's hear it.
bettering yourself has to be your friend group, like picking your friend group the right way or minimizing your
Amen.
circle. You know what I
Amen.
mean? Like that's a very important thing, because say for instance, like Bubba had mentioned in the past episode in the interview we did with Bubba, check that out, guys. He talked about like you have to have a friend group that's supportive of you. Like even if you say you want like something outrageous, like I want to be the president, you gotta have friends that want to tell you that you can accomplish that and
Exactly.
not bring you down. So having a circle that is gonna push you, tell you what's wrong as well,
A positive, positive
positive
circle.
feedback as well.
Yeah.
Those friends help you, become a better version of yourself because
That
it's just
is
positivity around them, and you know that they're not gonna lead you the wrong way. So I feel like that's when you have to pick and choose your circle very wisely in the case where you want to become a better version of yourself. So
that is straight facts. Now, do you feel? I don't. Do you feel like you have picked the right friends in your life?
now I feel like I'm at the point where I have great friends. I have a huge support system. But I'd say during like high school and things like that, not really. I didn't really, I just was a part of the crowd. You know what I mean? I didn't really have
Right,
friends
right.
that really pushed me. I felt like there was a lot of egos and hatred, low key.
Yeah, in high school, yes. And I feel in high school we had friends because of that. We had like a big friend group because of that whole popularity
Yeah, like,
thing.
and it's crazy how in high school, you have your groups.
Yeah, you have.
There's the athletes. There's
Yep.
like the musicians,
Then we had theater,
theater. There's the
uh,
kids that
math. What are you, math
Is
athletes?
it?
Whatever
Is
they-
it? There's
yeah.
groups. Everybody know you. Let us know what group you were a part of. Like I've seen this picture trending a lot of like a
Yeah.
cafeteria where it shows
All
like,
right,
where it
right.
has different groups.
Now, how about you? Which groups were you in?
I mean, I'd feel like I was a part of either like the football one, baseball group, or and also like Spanish group.
Yeah.
It's like it's crazy because like you'd make sure you visit your group each time or post up in
Yo,
the locker
yeah,
room,
right,
post
right.
up in the lockers and like before class.
It's like, okay,
Before
third
the
period,
bell
I'm
rings.
I'm gonna walk with the boys.
Yeah.
That's how it was for me. I was like in different groups because
Yeah.
I was in like, I played baseball in school for a couple years,
Yeah.
so I was with the baseball guys. Uh, Spanish, so I will hang out with the Spanish crew
Yeah.
as well. And what else? I feel like I was in something else.
Like Esau. Was that?
Well,
That's not
that's
really
like the
Spanish, but
Spanish.
that's like
You like the
worldwide.
ISO, yeah. So, and then dang, I feel like there was another group that, and then just like your homies,
Yeah.
and then the homies.
Well, that's what I'm saying, and it's crazy because there's so many different talks within each group. So it's kind of like
Right.
that goes into what the conversation is bettering yourself because you kind of bettered yourself during the day because you learn. Like you would hear negative talk, but also you'd hear like
Positive
something
talk,
positive that
yeah.
happened, and it's just like it was a mix of everything, and you applied things to your daily like life. So
Daily life, yeah,
but,
that is very true.
I feel like high school is a growing like stage. They
It
say middle
is.
school is, but I feel like high school is because
Well,
that's when
they
you're
both
applying
are,
before you go into the
yeah.
real world because you're about to start working and things like that.
That's how you start learning time management in some sense. That's where you start, just learning how to pick friends. Honestly, that's how
Right.
I felt like, yeah.
Yeah, let us know once again. Like I said, let us know what group you were a part of in high school.
And which one you enjoy
Yeah.
being around with the most.
Right.
Yeah, so let's go. Another thing that you can do to better yourself is this one's going to be a little. And I feel like a lot of people don't do it. And just be open to change.
Yeah.
Be open to
Adapt.
changes and adapt to change. Yes. Be open to things changing around you, whether it's, new business opening up in the communities, little things like that, or even like I noticed in Salisbury, the city's changing completely. A lot of people don't like
Nope.
it. A lot of people are open to it.
Yeah.
So just being open to changes, not just in your life, work, with your friends, just like change in general. Be able to adapt to those changes. I feel like that will help you feel, in some sense, more prepared because you already have that mentality. It's like, okay, this is changing. All right, cool. I just adapt to it.
Mm-hmm.
Versus being, what do you call it? What's the word? Man, I can't think of the word, but kind of like denying the change. What's that word?
Like not being dang. Not being like I don't know, it could be like not don't be afraid to be open to change. I mean,
Yeah, but there's a specific word that I'm thinking of, but I
yeah,
just can't say
I don't know.
it.
I don't got you on that one.
Receptive, maybe, like not being receptive to change. No, it's something else. But the point is, be open to change. Be open to accept new things in your life, new people in your life. Don't be just so. I feel like a lot of people, because they have like a specific, going back to the friends group thing, just because they have a specific uh, group of people in their life, they're not open to meeting new people that could enhance their life.
Right. Or like if someone say they got hurt from a former friend or relationship, they're afraid to test new waters because of the past. So
Exactly.
you got to know that not everyone, and this is something important I feel like everyone should understand, but it's hard. I understand that it's hard if you got hurt, but you got to come to realization, as cliche as it may sound, not everyone is the same.
Not everyone.
Stop
that's
judging
right.
everyone based off your past experiences.
Amen.
And it sounds like I'm in my bag, but it's just like I feel like
I'm a clap to that.
I've encountered a lot of situations where people would kind of blame you for their past.
Right.
So
right, yo.
That's
That is very true, man.
right. And so basically, just know that there is, what's the quote that people were saying? Like there is a like sun on the other side or something like that.
Yeah, or the grass is
greener. That's
on
it.
the other
That's it.
side,
That,
yeah.
just know the grass is green on the other side, and that not everyone is the same.
Well, then again, not in every situation.
Not in every situation, but what I'm saying is there are like I just hate the fact that everyone is like in the same like boat. Like say for instance, us being Dominican, like say for instance, I don't know, I don't want to put relationships into this, but like say a girl had a past relationship with a Dominican guy and he did her dirty.
Bro.
But then you want to talk to her, it's like she's like, oh nah, every Dominican man is trash, or Dominicans are cheaters. You feel me?
Bro, I've been hearing that
Thank you.
all over
That's what I
the
said,
place.
but Dominican men
man,
don't
we're not
cheat.
all the same.
Dominican men don't cheat.
Exactly.
That's a fact.
And if they do, they use that bad little.
Yeah, but you feel what I'm saying though? It's like
Yeah.
they like put everyone in the same like.
Right, man. Oh man, I hate that.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
so
and that is a great point that you made right there, because I feel a lot of people just do it consistently. They don't.
and they bash the race in general. Like it's just
Right.
they don't. That's what I'm saying. So when I'm saying like the grass is greener, there are. I mean, obviously not everyone's gonna be perfect and great.
Yeah, but there's
there is
other
a
people
potential.
that you're gonna meet.
You just
that
can't block out the whole.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where I refer to. So
No, yeah, no, good point, because I like that point, because not everybody that you meet wants bad for you. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, I seen completely strangers, dude, like strangers that support me in ways that I was like, oh damn, like
right.
I was like blown out of my mind. Or random people that have come on, hey, actually this happened to me in college. I was having just a bad day in general. I was, had my earbuds in, walking my head down, my phone, and this girl came randomly. She comes up to me and she was like, hey, are you okay? I saw that you were down.
Wow.
I was like, hey, just having a bad day. And she said, hey, keep your head up. Everything's going to be fine. And just a random stranger just bring positivity around me at a moment where I was down. That's why you got to be open to. You got to be open to people, just wanting to compliment you as well, which I feel a lot of girls is like, why are you talking to me when you say,
Right.
hey, I like your dress or something, or not even being on the.
It's crazy because then if men don't compliment them, they think that there's a problem. But
Exactly.
It's like when they do approach you, it's like you're turning them down, or not. It's not doesn't mean every time a man compliments you doesn't mean he wants you. Okay, I mean maybe he's just complimenting you to uplift you and
exactly
make you feel better as a person.
Exactly.
But there's something I did want to say, and I hate mentioning names, but thank you to a teacher of mine back in high school. His name is Mr. Jones. Very, very inspireful guy, man. And he told me one thing, bro, that I always hold on to, bro, and was basically saying that when you're like meeting friends or meeting like people that are potential to be in a relationship with, don't give them like your whole like heart at once, or don't give them a piece like your whole self at once. Like do it in pieces, because the time that you do it entirely as one is when, if something goes down and something happens, it's gonna crush you. But when you do it in pieces, you're giving them pieces of your heart as you go.
Yeah.
You like kind of like slowly work them in, and you don't get hurt as much as to if you invest your whole like self into them and throw everything at them. It's like they know everything about you, so they know. It's just
you know what analogy I can use with that? It's like it's like when you're building a puzzle. you appreciate more putting it together
Right.
pieces
So
by
yeah,
pieces
that's what. So
than
basically, you
somebody
can
giving
relate
it
it
to
to as
you.
a puzzle.
Exactly.
Yeah,
No,
you
I
just
like
relate it as a
that.
puzzle. So that's
Mr.
the
J-
important thing. So
yeah.
especially like referring to back, like it doesn't all have to be relationships, but looking at friends as well. Don't try to give them everything at once. You know what I'm saying? Work them slowly, and then also gain their trust slowly, and give them your trust slowly as well,
Yeah.
until you get to that point. That's something
Right.
important that I think you
That
guys
that
should
is
know.
that is super important,
Yeah.
man. That is a great way to look at, you know, relationships, friendships. You know,
No, cause that's the
just
problem.
yeah,
Like people rush into things.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to go slowly. Okay, kind of like first you got to take me on the first day before we get I give you the first kiss type of thing.
Yeah.
And I like that, Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones, yeah.
Mr.
He's the
Jones.
photography teacher actually, bro.
Yeah, Mr. Jones. If you're watching this, thank you for that piece of
Yeah.
advice. I feel like a lot of people must hear that.
Yes.
And yeah, so we're winding down now. Any final
something, yeah, my last thing that I wanted to say was, in the road to being a better self, a better version of yourself, the most important thing I feel is knowing your why. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
You got to know your why in life, and know why you're trying to get to be that better person. Know why you're going to impact people. Know why you want to do, you know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of things. Like the why in general, it dictates your potential and dictates your success. So
Hit the nail.
I feel like that's a very important thing. Knowing your why. That
knowing your
people
why
are
is
very
important.
underrated.
Yeah, it's important in everything you do.
Yes.
It gives you your why will actually motivate you to do the things that you do.
Yeah. That's the point. It motivates you to get to
You know
it.
what I'm
Yeah.
like? If you go, let's say, you want to go start a business. Why are you starting a business?
Right.
Right. A lot of people will say, "Oh, I just want to make a bunch of money." Okay,
But that's
it.
nah, so that's a good point. That's where it leads to not just have one why, have multiple whys.
Multiple
because
whys.
what if the money isn't right? So then what's your second why? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There has to be more than just one.
Yeah, exactly.
You feel me?
And
So-
then, what I like, I talk with a lot of business entrepreneur, business owners, a lot of people that are aspiring to start their own business. And I was asking, why do you want to start a business?
Yeah.
And if they don't tell me like a specific reason why, I feel like not having like a really good, not even a really good, but like a why in general won't help you at all. It won't. Your business is not gonna be,
Flow.
at least exactly. At least like not having an authentic why.
Yeah.
A lot of people start a business just because they want to, be able to provide more for their families, kids, and stuff like that. So yeah, aligning your why, knowing your why will definitely help you in life better. Will help you, become a better person than what you were yesterday. So if you don't have a why or a clear why, there's my advice to you. Sit down today for like 10 minutes and just write down reasons why you do what you want to do. Reasons why you want to accomplish certain things.
Right.
Reason why you want that job, or depending on what situation you are. Reason why you want to go to this specific school if you getting ready to go to college. Just write down an authentic why down, and make that your motivation every single day.
Yep.
Make that why you play in your head over and over again as why you got to complete the goals that you set up for each day.
Amen.
Yeah.
And yeah, I agree. Everything you said there is perfect. And I feel like to end it on a perfect encore, the main thing also that could piggyback off the why, and the most important thing also to be a better version of yourself is be yourself.
Amen. Yeah.
And that's
Just
it.
be yourself.
Be yourself. Don't try to
be positive. Yeah.
Don't try to imitate anybody. Be yourself, and everything's gonna happen naturally, and everything's gonna happen with purpose and dignity and
Amen.
And God's willing. So
yes to that.
Be yourself.
Be yourself,
so
guys.
Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the The Vibras podcast. Remember to subscribe on every digital platform, and always subscribe and let's vibe.